What's up, everybody? Well, today I got some maintenance on some stuff I need to get done. I'm pretty much, most of my rigs got a little something I need to go ahead and just take care of and maintenance them up. The Ecto don't have no electronics in there, at least not the motor and ESC, because I robbed the Hobbywing Fusion SE out of it and put it in the Toyota, which is much better suited for this truck. Now I do have a Hobbywing 1080 and my Trailmaster motor to go back in it. I just haven't put it back in there yet. It's 100, well, it's in the high 90s outside, but it feels like 115 or 116. So I'm not going back outside today. Today's going to be maintenance. My truck's at the garage here. The garage has central air. Well, actually, the garage don't have central air. The house has central air. This room has a window unit now, because it used to be this room used to be just an addition, not a carport, but, well, actually it started as a carport, and then it was boxed in, turned into like a den with no drywall or nothing yet, just a screened in porch, I guess you'd say. Now it's all drywalled, whatever. So anyway, one of the things I need to do, obviously, we're working on the trailer. The tongue broke off, it was bending and breaking the other day. So I had to shorten this plastic white part that used to have the tongue hooked in it. It was made for a different setup, and when I switched to this, it didn't last that long. Well, I drilled it out to where I can fit this in there and then glue it, whatever. But I need to get this out of the way now. This metal, the metal shaft here was just to support this from bending, because before I put that in, anytime I went in reverse, it would just bow back and forth on the Y pipe, the Y link here. It's homemade, so that's why. So all this worked fine when I put it in. It started working perfect, but since I changed it to this, and now that it's broke, I have to shorten it by going in further. So I just need to make this go in further. I could just cut it off, and I don't know, I might try. Nah, it's only hot glued in, really. So I'm just gonna cut the hot glue and slide this shaft back in, mount this, glue this, put tape back around to hide it again like it used to be, and we're good to go. Alright then, I figure while I'm working on this, we might as well make it look a little better too, right? So I got the rod slid back so that I could get this stud in there. It's glued somewhat, it ain't finished yet. I gotta do some more, and I can actually thread this in all the way tight, but I want to maybe leave that out a little bit and get some hot glue around all of it like I have before, because it bites into them threads really well, and it will help hold it from pulling out. So anyway, I got that part taken care of. We got it figured out. Now usually I just wrap electrical tape or Gorilla Tape over stuff to make it black but ugly, you know, it's like camera friendly, but that's about it. And I actually was sitting here, and I've had this flatbed over here that has this diamond plate look 3D print on it, that I've been trying to think of what I was going to do with this. I was actually thinking about making a toolbox out of it, but now that we're here, I think once I tape around all this for support and do the hot glue thing that I do and make all that ugly mess, I think we're going to cut this diamond plate not only to cover the top at a V shape here to where it's a big diamond plate tongue, we're also going to try to make it come down the sides as well, and somehow glue it all together and make this look like a diamond plated tongue. Yeah, why not, right? And I might even take and put these handrails, if we're going to disassemble this, there might be a way to take them rails and kind of make something up front of here. I don't know yet, it's not that wide. Actually, I think this might fit my high trail without this bed. I didn't even think about that. Heck yeah, man. If it's wide enough, I'll put this on the back of my high trail. It's not a big roll bar, but it gives me something to strap stuff down with, because there's no anchor points on the back of that truck. Yeah, cool. I'll make it work somehow. Now, Let me get this finished up. I gotta run and get dinner, I think, in this 115-degree weather. And then we'll get this finished up. Good news. My wife and her mom are going to get dinner, and I can stay working on my trailer. Alright guys, I come up with my plan. I got some pieces cut, as you can see. To hide all that ugly right there, we're going to glue these. They're like so. Run 2 of them. And then on the front half, we'll run some more up the side and put the diamond plate on top. Alright, well check that out. That actually looks pretty good if you ask me. I like it. It just hides the whole frame. Now we're going to put diamond plate on top, obviously, but I haven't blocked off the front to where it's just once the diamond plate's on there. And there's actually a couple tie hooks on here where I cut up the frame to that bed. So now we just got to pretty much trace this out a piece and glue it down. Well, I might as well show you at the bottom of it. Actually looks pretty good too. We're going to fill in with some glue here and here where we pieced it together, but I mean, it hides all the ugly. I just traced out the piece. If you can see it, I don't know, but we're going to go ahead and mark that out. And well, I got it marked out. We're going to go ahead and cut it real fast. And we'll go ahead and put some glue in these to hold it stronger. So I think that looks pretty good, huh guys? She's not perfect by no means, but compared to a big taped front end, we got a little bit of style. Not to mention, we got the little eye hook on each side. That's pretty cool. If it would focus, but still. Having that, that's a bonus. I wasn't expecting to use that. I mean, these were actually both on the very back of the truck bed. Like right in this area here and here. But since I cut it all apart, that's just where they lined up. I didn't plan it. It just kind of came out nice. Now, cutting and working with this 3D printed plastic is not easy. It's so thin, and it will split right down the seams where it's bonded together, you know, stuff like that. So this top cut's really good because it's done in different directions. It's like the bottom layer goes one way, and then the top layer goes the other way with a different color, and when you cut it, it cuts pretty good, and it's bonded really well. But this side stuff where they just go back and forth and stack it like that, no, not really. You can peel it apart in layers if you want to. It should have been done both directions as well, not just constantly like that. So anyway, I think it turned out okay. What do you guys think about the old beat up trailer? Let me know in the comments also, because you know, the more you guys comment, the more it helps me, they say. So I really could use some help, that's for sure. You guys see what the little channel does. It's still just my little hobby, so ain't like I'm getting any money out of the deal. Well, I mean, I make money, but not enough. I ain't worried about the money. It's about having fun, relaxing, enjoying myself, and it's kind of a stress reliever type deal. But I'm going to show you something though. We got that out of the trailer. Or I mean, not the trailer. We got that out of the bed that I cut apart. Some of y'all are probably like, man, why'd you cut that apart? But like I said before, it's kind of really cheap on the sides. It would have broke real easy if I'd have wrecked. It wasn't that nice. So, let me grab this and show you something. Let me show you something. We do got this rack right here. And I was like, well, I wonder what would it look like, or would it fit on the high trail, just as, you know, kind of a work roll bar. It's kind of ugly if you ask me, but the answer is yes, it will fit. Check it out. It actually will fit basically perfect. It could be lowered. It should be lowered. I don't know if I will lower it if I use it, but it does sit a little high. Now I could just lower this part, but no, I think they all need it. But the only reason I was thinking about using it is I have nothing to hold anything in the bed of this truck. I mean, my net doesn't hook to nothing. So what I was thinking was just drilling holes in the bed, because I don't have anything to put the rod like I would like to do. I would like to put metal rod across here and make it look like a roll, you know what I'm talking about, blah, blah, blah. I would like to do that with tubing or something. But for now, I think I could just go ahead and drill the holes and make sure to put these ones in this location and just add me 2 more back here. Then I can just hook this right in the holes if I don't use the rack. I might use the rack, but I don't really like it, to be honest. The more I'm looking at it, the uglier it is. Maybe from back here. It looks like a shopping cart now, so maybe not. It actually, if I dropped it down lowered, it would look kind of good. But look at the screws they give me with this sucker. Son of a guns went that far in. It went through something that wasn't much thicker than Lexan, and these are like 3/4 of an inch screws, maybe 5/8, but no, them are at least 3/4. Crazy. It makes it stronger when it's in there, so I get it why they're there. So anyway, I was thinking about that. I was thinking about this tire rack going in the back of the truck here, even if we don't use that, or use the two together. I was thinking about doing that. It sits too high. I hate the bed of this truck, to be honest. And I've already looked at it, thinking about cutting it out and dropping it down, but really you can't. There's too much stuff there. The body mount system, you know. It just doesn't work out the way you would want it to. If it had body pins, which I don't want, but if it did, you could drop down lower and drop a bed in there about, I don't know, maybe 3/4 of an inch more. But right now it wouldn't be worth trying. So, anyway, I think I rambled too long in this video. Please give me a like, subscribe, comment, share, do all that stuff. These are all the things I'm supposed to say at the beginning, and I forget every single time. So thanks again, everybody, and I'll catch you on the next one.